Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another chapter delve of My Hero Academia by Kohei Horikoshi. We are working on chapter 15, simply called Versus. This is going to be a smackdown between possibly, I said in the last video, the class versus the villains, where we ended off here, where everyone's going to come to kind of the defense or the offense to hold off these villains that want to get a piece of All Might. And so we are in Act 3. I think we're going to trigger Act 3 in chapter 15. So let's get started. Let's flip the page. I haven't done it yet. Okay, so we're opening with an All Might. So anyway, so we have, I can't contact 13 or Aizawa. Oh, did he finally make it to school, but everything's gone to crap? Maybe that's not blood coming out of his teeth. That's more like a fling, like a shine. Except, for contrast, they show it like a blood splurting out. I don't know. Anyways, good reasons or not, I put my hero work ahead of my teaching. That was quite foolish. Oh, that's okay. That's a weak form. What do I tell them when I show up at the end? Anyway, I should be fine in another 10 minutes. So he's catching it. Okay, no, it's because he's like, I think he's forcing that transformation. And as a sign of that forced transformation, it shows that splort. Because even that word, splort, it feels like something's coming out of him. It doesn't feel good, So we have whatever character this is. Oh, it's kind of like a hamster. It's not a cat. What did I call it? Was I saying cat? Dog, rat, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, so the principal. Yeah, I got it right though. Well, he was at the front. I just figured. Anyways, we have a principal hamster. Yes. Am I a mouse, a dog, or a bear? Okay, so it wasn't just me. Okay, all you need to know is that I'm the principal. I can't believe I kind of caught the spirit of that, and they literally called it out immediately. I feel like I'm the camera lens up here trying to read that. That's how that looks like. It looks like that to me with glasses. Maybe could have afforded to be a little bit bigger. All Might resolves 3 incidents in under an hour. Okay, so it's news. Did that say Yahoo News? It totally does though. Are they getting sponsored by Yahoo or something? Anyways, that's strange. So we're getting the opening here with, All Might's perspective of what happens now. He's late and all this stuff has gone down. He's going to feel, wow, there's a lot. That's a lot of balloons on that page. I don't think even both of these spreads. We're going to be going between scenes here. First 3 pages here, basically the opening, the Act 1. That might be part of an Act 1 setup too. We're going to have the pieces that happen on this side of the story, but this is the theme. This is the story telling us pay attention to these bits because this is what the story is actually going to be about, even though we're going to distract you with some stuff with scene 2 combat stuff is how I'm going to kind of go into Act 2 thinking. This is a lot of exposition that's going to be very important. So I'm going to pay attention to this page. I'll come back when I can summarize it. Flashback. It's not a gutter, but it's a black panel. You haven't really changed at all. Flashback. Hamster principal is giving him like your injury, because he knows your injury and its after effects have limited you as a hero. Not to mention being busy educating the successor to One for All. But you being a stubborn symbol of peace that you are, refuse to make either of those things public knowledge, which is why I recommend that you teach here. So try taking it easy once in a while. So shrinks his form. Well, that wasn't a flashback. I call that a flashback. It was not a flashback. It's just him reminding him of why he suggested he started working at UA, and just for him to chill down, just reduce your form. Don't worry about it. It's funny because I got a bit of a feeling of Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in here. A rat. All Might is calling him sensei because he is the teacher here. He is the and so the rat principal, hamster whatever he is, principal, marsupial principal, is giving him like a lecture on like prioritizing being a teacher now, because that's the role he's to play. He's let the other heroes in the city take care of the hero business in the city. Prioritize being a teacher. Hey, just chill, have some tea with me, and then eventually he's like, sensei, you haven't changed either, because he's always giving advice. So he sees him as a mentor. It's kind of an interesting dynamic there. It reminded me of Splinter right away. Anyways, so now we have the other side of the story. We're going to get just a snapshot of where they are in this combat, what's going on, what they're thinking, and then we're going to get into the I think it's going to versus. I think it's going to be a brawl. They might have to actually protect All Might, and that could be a cool little dynamic that plays out here. So let me catch up here. Okay, so a lot of exposition here, even though it's few panels, but basically 13 tells Ida, class president, you got to run back. I mean, he is a speedster, so if you're going to tell anyone to run back and give a report onto what's going on, you're going to tell Ida to take care of that. And of course, Ida's going to do it. I have no doubt in my mind. He's not going to, it is strategically the thing to do. And the reason for that is because Eraserhead is out there nullifying people's powers, and it doesn't seem to be releasing that sensor blocker. So it must be an inside job, and people need to know about it. And that's what a lot of exposition here around, the gloomy dude, gloomy villain. So it looks like this dude is actually teleporting them to different locations. So there might be groups of characters in different locations fighting different stacks of villains. So this happens, he grabs them all, he dumps them into different locations, and then this right here is actually them split up. Neat. We have him possibly alone. Now we know that he's like really good from the scoring and stuff like that. I think he's really good. And there's something, didn't it say like a comment about mysterious something rather? And then we have these two together in this fight. That's actually that feels like it's gonna be like super aggressive combat there. This one's neat. I don't know, this whole power here is really freaky, but hopefully we learn more about that. But we have these two characters, so it looks like two characters each. Well, he seems to be alone though. And then we have these ones, which looks like it was Ida. It looks like four of them. Ida, Ochako, I don't know who she is, and the dude with that I want to learn more about. And then we have these ones split up. Okay, so there's a couple groups going on. And now we have the class president can't very well abandon his class. He said go out the emergency exit. Oh, so he did rebuttal it. He wants to be in here. Okay, there are alarms on the outside, which means that these guys must only be causing trouble in here. So if you make it out, they can't follow you. Shake off that mist, man, with that speed of yours. Please use your quirk to save us all. We can provide all the support you need, and we will. Do it. Okay, here we go. We loom. It's strange though. Why would they use the word loom? I feel like going back to volume 1. I could swear that was the loom. I think I did that. I did that loom motion when I saw it. No. No, I don't believe. Aside from the fact that you have no hope, what sort of fool discusses strategy in earshot of the enemy? It hardly matters if you overheard. You can't stop us. He's doing something. He's powering up some weapon here. We have a whoosh. Is that a tidal wave? Don't know. How can we possibly fight, you dumbass? These guys might even be tough enough to kill All Might. He's so like... You're contradicting yourself, Midoriya. Our only hope is to hide somewhere until the UA heroes come to rescue us. Okay. You don't need to be a coward, buddy. You got it. Well, that might be a story. It's gonna come around one day. Some chapter out there is the story of this little dude being a hero. Mineta, those guys down there, they're clearly suited to aquatic combat, right? Okay, these are aquatic villains. They're not all fishmen. I hope they're not all fishmen. So the ringleaders must have recruited their team knowing about USJ's different environments. I don't know what USJ is, but I'm certain that's just like connected areas of UA. I'm sure that means something. Ultra Student Junctures. Exactly. Their intel told them that much at least. But with all their careful planning, one odd point sticks out. They zapped you into the flood zone. What's your point already? Oh, okay, right. It's like he makes a point, but then, yeah. Go on. I don't understand. What I'm saying is that they must not know about our quirks. If they'd known about me having frog powers, they'd have dumped me into that fire area. Oh, they're teleported around campus. These are different zones around campus. These ones right here. These different things. Oh, that's like the crumble down buildings. That's the fiery area. It's exactly because they don't know about our quirks that their strategy was to scatter us and overwhelm us with numbers. They've got us beat when it comes to numbers and experience. So there's only one way for us to win. Exploit the fact that they don't know our quirks. They're not trying to get on board. That supports my theory. Yeah, they're all different. Cool. Got a gill man in here. Got a snorkel dude. Even so, that also means they're not underestimating us. I can jump really high and stick to walls. My tongue can stretch to a maximum of 20 meters. Also, I can spit... What? Up my stomach. Ooh. Also, I can spit up my stomach to clean it. That's one of her powers. Maybe it's an acid spit. And secrete a poisonous fluid. I say poisonous, but it really just stings a little. Those last two aren't that useful. Just forget about them. Secrete? No. Wow. You're strong. I underestimated you. I have super strength, but immediately after using it, it messes me up. My quirk, it's a double-edged sword. Oh no, here we go. Plump. Squish. Bang, bang. It's really sticky. If I'm feeling good, it'll stick there all day. A new one will grow in the old one's place. But if I take too many, it'll start bleeding. They'll bounce off my own body without sticking to me. What? Boink. So what, he has 4 of them at all times? Maybe? Yeah, maybe. I think it might starting to grow in there. You go, boy. You go, boy. Oh, are those tears welling up? Oh no. Like I said, we just gotta wait to be rescued. My quirk is terrible for fighting multiple opponents. Ah! Not at all. It's a great quirk. We just have to think how to make use of it. I mean, that's what you got me the audio. Swoom. Okay, so the boat's getting nailed here. I'm getting bored over here. Let's finish this thing. So Gilman is going up. So strong, he split the boat in two. Yeah! Pop, 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 pop. Okay, they grow back fast enough. He's already got 4 after throwing. Okay, don't laugh at him. He's sensitive. Why'd you panic? Damn, now the enemy knows your quirk. No, they're on guard. They won't touch them. Yuck. Splash, 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 splash. Oh, that boat will go under in less than a minute. Once you're in the water, you're chum. Ah, he's right, Stumble. Did you really come to UA to become a hero? Shut up! You're crazy for not being scared. I never thought we'd be in here. Life and death situation so soon. I just wish I could have gotten to Crope. What? I got to Crope. Yarorotsu's boop. Orozu's before I died. I'm sorry. I was stuck here. Are you gonna split the ship in half? Are you gonna explode the ship and then just break yourself just to make them all go pass? Hear that little one whining? What a bunch of babies. You're attacking kids. You're attacking like 15-year-olds here, man. 15-year-olds talking about groping. Hey, Shigaraki said not to get careless here. Their age isn't what matters. We judge them by their quirks, and clearly our quirks have the advantage in the water. Just like a Chanden. What are you doing? Leap? Go to hell! Doom! What's up? What's up? Yep, just a dumb kid. No matter how big a smash I pull off, they've got us surrounded, so I can't hit them all. Okay, he's strategizing as he's falling. And even if we somehow make it out of the flood zone, there are more villains to worry about. I can't sacrifice my whole arm. As soon as he lands, we'll gut him. So the egg doesn't explode. He's thinking with the microwave. Beep, 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 beep. He's cranking back a middle finger. He was shaking too. He's as scared as I am. So how? Delaware smash. Broke a finger. What? Damn. Suyu. Mineta. Is that a tongue? Yup. Rap, 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 rap. Oh, nasty. Oh, goddamn. Look at the power of that one middle finger hand, though. Goddamn. What the? Midoriya. What? Always doing the coolest things, and he just throws all his head buns. Pop, 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 pop. Well, they might think that that's what's doing it, maybe. I don't know. Pop, 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 pop. When all I could do is, we're getting dragged in. These are that kids. What the? They won't come off. Oh, the sticky balls? Okay, I guess you got your name. By delivering a strong shock to the water surface, it spreads, and once it rushes back into the center, they're all washed up. And somehow she's flying. That friggin' finger, man. Clench. Looks like we beat our first challenge or something. Good job, you two. Right? Well, they got out. Oh, that was the whole chapter. We didn't even go to the other ones. This might be that. It might be it. It might be that all of this is just going to be like perspective changes, maybe? Not really, because I'm getting the first page. No, I almost flipped. Don't flip. Don't flip. No, let's look at Minoru. Oh, I just looked at the screen. Like, I got a sharpness effect happening on the video, like in while it's rendering, like live, and it's actually like, this is smooth to me on the eyes, you know, but I look over here and it's like, they just pop right out at me. Minoru Mineta. Say it like an Italian. I'm sure it'll pan out. 15 years old. Their favorite things. Women. No. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. This guy's gonna have legal issues on his hands. He's an adult, that's what, if not before that. Okay, this guy's design was decided early in the planning stage. I'm a perv myself, so he's always fun to draw, but I realize that some out there aren't big fans of pervs, so it's hard to find just the right balance. The supplement. I've gotten a lot of letters asking something along the lines of, how the heck did this guy pass the entrance exam? So I thought I'd address that here. As Izuku said, his quirk's actually quite strong. The goal in the entrance exam was to incapacitate the faux villain robots, so Mineta stuck his balls to the ground and walls, essentially setting traps that would render the robots immobile. He also plugged their cannons with the balls. Both of these strategies earned him points. Facing an opponent head on and chucking them is hardly a winning strategy though, given how easy it is to read, and that's a point that pains Mineta. Oh, we have sticky balls. That's a new character introduction for us today. That's it for our session class. What a chapter. I mean, he's obviously like, he carried comic relief on his own. It's strangely perverted and consistent. There's been a consistent vibe with the character's dialogue. I can only expect it to continue and possibly get worse as the series progresses. That's another chapter. We have 2 chapters left, and the battle is still going on. Know your enemies, so finding out the secrets behind how this whole thing went down. I'm kind of up for like a scene change here. I would love to get a Bakugo perspective change. Some of those new characters too. I would love to get that to happen in chapter 16. Maybe they'll combine that all. Maybe that'll spill over into chapter 17. It'll be this is act 3. We're going into the final bout here. From an audience perspective, Midoriya has already given us the piece that generally comes at the end of an act 2, which is they don't know their quirks. Now if Midoriya either has to get that information to the rest of the class, or the rest of the class has to come to that realization themselves. But us as an audience, we got that at the end of it. Act 2. Yeah, so know your enemies. It's likely them. I'm speculating here because it's kind of fun to do. Going into the Act 3, based on all the information we got here, we got to bring it back to All Might. All Might started on the cover. I thought it was going to be a story about All Might's perspective. I thought more was going on. No, it just made him late. He shows up. I was going to say unless that whole sequence was the past, but no, I think it was clearly he got there late. Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, because then this is all going down, which means that All Might was already there. Oh, the alarms aren't going off, and so maybe they don't know that this is happening because they're just drinking tea and having biscuits or whatever. And so All Might and the principal don't even know this stuff is blown up, or maybe classes are still in session and don't know, and they're only finding out as the villains encroach into those areas and trigger a confrontation. Things have to come together, and they will. I do feel like at this point this volume is holding together as an arc. I do feel like it's going to get to a point where it's still probably going to be a cliffhanger just like volume 1 was, but it's going to give us the pieces we need about this particular confrontation that these villains appeared on UA. What is their goal? What's their purpose? Knowing your enemies is probably going to give us some of that exposition from the villain's point of view, not their point of view, but their context, and maybe discovering that there's likely a mole inside the school. I couldn't guess who that is because we only got introduced to a couple of characters. Aisawa, Mike, who else? Nurse? Know what I mean? So I don't have much to go on in terms of, has the story given us this mole? Have they seeded it? Is it one of the students? If there's 20 of them, is it one of them? Maybe? I mean, I don't know. By this point of the story, I would have had at least something I could speculate on based on something that happened in the first act. Maybe if I reread it, it would make sense to me. But right now, it's not coming to me. It's not going to be Bakugo. There's no way, I don't call it. It's not. It's going to be one of the unknown students, or it's going to be something new. Yeah, I have nowhere else I can go with that. Yeah, so we're going to find out. I'm looking forward to Act 3, the last 2 chapters of Volume 2, and then seeing what it sets up, because it has to set something up for Volume 3, and it's right now all I have to go on is that it's introducing this League of Villains. They seem to know something about All Might, so maybe Volume 3 is going to be more about what that means, what that dynamic means. Is the transfer of power going to move over? Is there going to be more stories about like how is he going to come public with that information? Let's just get through this big crunch fight, because I think there's going to be some context to the League of Villains that's going to be important for where the story is going to go beyond Volume 2. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'll catch you in the next chapter delve. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy.